All right. I finally got this damn microphone working. All right. Sorry, guys. How's everybody doing tonight? Everybody doing well? I had to unplug and replug and plug this and then plug that, then plug this. But guys, welcome back. Welcome back to another live installment. I am your gracious host, Maxwell V. Wonder the Third. No relation to Stevie. If anybody know where I got that from, if you old school hip hop hit, I got it from the boot camp click. Sean Price. Um, no, it wasn't Sean Price. It was Starain Wonder. No relation to Stevie. Okay, so I got a chance, right, to watch Arizona versus UCLA. And you see this caption I have right here? We gotta run the ball. We gotta run the ball. If they don't run the ball against Arizona, I already know what the result. They're gonna lose. They're gonna lose. They gotta run the ball. Not only do they have to run the ball, they have to throw those short passes they were throwing. If they do that, they're fine. They're good to go. Now, they got to run this against Arizona because I saw Arizona is running a balanced attack as well on offense. And at this level, I'm beginning to realize because this is the first time I really studied this level. Like, it's a difference between watching football and actually just studying the plays. This is why I haven't studied this in a while. Now that I'm studying, I'm like, I have an analytical mind and I like stats and everything else. And just to let you guys know, I don't know if you know, I have a new title. I have elevated myself to the armchair at home offensive coordinator for Coach Prime. He needs me. All right. I am the offensive coordinator at home. Somebody repeated one of my catchphrases. That's how I know they're watching, man. So it's one thing to repeat an idea because we all got the same idea. Sometimes like minds think alike, but not my catchphrases. I caught it on Twitter. I was like, okay, that's one of my catchphrases. Nobody talks like that. But anyway, I'm not trying to big myself up because I don't have to, but I do know what I'm talking about. I did play the game. I didn't play at this level, but I got friends that play at this level and say I know what I'm talking about. So that's just what it is. But I am the offensive coordinator. And this news came out when they announced that Pat Shermer was going to be calling the plays. So what I did was I elevated myself. All right. I'm an armchair offensive coordinator. Now, with that being said, I got a chance to watch Arizona versus UCLA. I said, oh my God, here we go again. Okay, not a problem. Can the Buffaloes win this game? 100% yes. 100%. They know they can win. I think that's why they're so frustrated. Yes, they can win. They can win out, actually. But how they going to do it? They have to run the ball. Now, let me go to the stats. Savion Wilkerson in the last game had 4 carries. Anthony Hankerson had 2 carries. Dylan Edwards had 5 carries. Now, we're not going to count Shador. He's a quarterback. That's a total of 11. That's not enough. That's not enough. You got to have more carries than that. Then we go to Arizona. Let me go to Arizona. One running back had 17 carries. Another one had 4 carries. Another one had 6 carries. Another one had 1. Another one had 4. You get what I'm saying? You gotta, as far as your running backs total, to win this game against Arizona, I'm talking about their running backs combined. They got to have more than 20 carries. I would say at least 25 to 30 to make sure you get the win. Between 25 to 30 carries, they will win the game. Their defense is fine. Their defense is fine. Okay. They gotta get, when I say give it to they have to run some plays at least 25 times for these running backs to get the ball in their hand. Dylan Edwards, do not run the ball up the middle. because Arizona has pro defensive linemen waiting for him. So do not run him up the middle. Run him on sweep plays and run him in the option. I mean, in the flat. Now, Savion Wilkerson, he runs up the middle, and Anthony Hankerson if you need that. Dylan, no, you're not running him up the middle, because the only thing y'all going to do is you're going to get discouraged and you're going to stop running and you're going to lose, and y'all going to be sitting up here trying to figure out how you can get another win. Now, if you guys, you got to give the running backs at least 20 to 25 touches, at minimum 20, but you need to go more than that. I would say 25 to 30. And look, the coaches, you have to think about it like this, Coach Prime. It's not going to take stats away from Shador. It's too late for that now. As far as like the stats for him, it's too late. Y'all gotta get bowl eligible. Y'all gotta get bowl eligible. If you get bowl eligible and win out the rest of the games, everything is forgiven. Everything is forgiven. Because now you guys know how to win. But this is not a one-dimensional, you can't go one-dimensional and win at this level. You probably could win at the last level. But even at the last level, you did utilize your running backs when you were at Jackson State, but you're not doing it now. You have to utilize your running backs. If you utilize your running backs, you're going to win. No problem. You guys could have won the last game. That's why it's just really frustrating for you guys, because you beat yourselves. The team was good too, but you guys could have won that game because the defense was holding them. But you guys would go into the game, and the next thing you know, your offense is back on the sidelines and your defense didn't really get a rest. Now they're back on the field again. You gotta let your running backs do their thing at this level, because what's going to happen is, if you guys don't, then the only thing Arizona has to do is just adjust again and start throwing all types of blitz packages at you, or blitz combinations, and they'll win the game. Okay, they'll win the game. You guys, when you played TCU, you guys threw a lot of short passes and things like that. That's why y'all won the game. You threw a bunch of short passes and things like that. You ran the ball, and you guys lit up that score. You guys can still light up the scoreboard when you give the running back the ball 20 to 25 times. You will still light up that scoreboard. You're just keeping the defense honest so that it can keep Shador upright. Because here's the thing. If you guys don't get this straight this year, you're going to have the same problem next year. Because the teams, you can't win at this level like that. You just can't. You just can't. These defensive linemen are too fast. You're not going to win at this level like this. So if you guys don't correct it now, the next year will be the same. I don't care what recruits you got coming in, because it's the coaches. You guys actually have the personnel to win, to beat UCLA and to beat Arizona State, but you guys didn't utilize them properly. And that's pretty much it. It's not the kids. I know you guys are making speeches to the kids. It's not their fault. It's your fault. It's the coach's fault. Even Samuel L. Jackson said that. Samuel L. Jackson chimed in. It's the coach's fault at this point. And you guys sitting there, you guys are looking silly. I'm just letting you know, because you're saying, well, how many of y'all want it? No, somebody should raise their hand and say, coaches, what do y'all want it? Okay, well, run the ball then. You guys are losing this game for these kids. You're losing it. You're not utilizing, and all year you didn't really utilize your personnel properly. There is no way that you got a kid sitting on that bench that played at Florida State, and he should have stayed at Florida State. You got a kid that was doing well at Florida State, and y'all won't let him play here. Something's not right. Something's not. You don't just lose how to stop playing football. And then you also have a kid that this is his last year to play, and you guys will not let him run that ball. You will not. This might be y'all karma for what y'all doing to these kids. You got a kid that it's his last guy. Let me not cuss. It's his last year, coach. It's his last year. And you won't even let him get garbage time. This is karma, man. There's got to be. There's got to be karma, man, because you guys, the way you guys played against TCU, that's the team. That's the team. It's the team, but the way y'all running this program is messed up, man. You got a kid that is his last year. He's not a bad kid. I did some research on him. Yeah, I do my research. I did some research. He's not a bad kid. You guys will not let him see that field. What this did you realize, coaches? I'm talking to the coaches. He was being looked at NFL teams when he was at Kentucky. There's an article on him about going to the NFL. But then he came to Colorado and went into the void. You guys will not even let him get garbage time. At least you let Kermani get garbage time. Like, what is it? What did he say to you for y'all to do this to him? What did he say? What happened? What did he say to y'all? You don't play with people's lives like that. This kid got 1 year left. And the only thing you can do is let him play special teams. That's it. Let me tell y'all something real quick. I don't care what nobody's opinion is on this. You got a kid, it's his last year. Don't you think he want to go out there and run the ball? It's his last year. He's a graduate student, for Christ's sake. Don't you think he got experience? Let me tell you this. If I have a son and he played running back, or let me see, if he played running back, he would not come to that school. Okay? If he played wide receiver, he would not come to your school whatsoever. If he plays safety, he would not come to this school because y'all playing favorites. Now, all schools play favorites. All schools do that. So it's not just you guys. All schools play favorites. You can't treat everybody the same because everybody got different needs. But what you guys are doing to this kid right here, I'm probably the only one that's going to let you know this. You guys messed up, man. This kid came to help. And you will not let him play. You know how I know something is wrong about it? Because he left a post on his social media, but he deleted it. Go read it if anybody read it. But that kid ain't gonna come to you. He ain't gonna come to you guys because you guys really won't let him play. And you got a couple of other kids in that locker room that is their last year and they're not playing. It's their last year. You guys are losing anyway, so you might as well put them in. You guys are losing. You're getting ready to get your bread and butter, your prize player. You about to get him laid out on a stretcher because you guys don't want to run the ball. So he getting ready to get laid out on a stretcher this game because Arizona's not playing. Wait till he play Utah if y'all don't stop playing. So y'all need to start running the ball. You know what I'm saying? Start running the ball. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in the world is telling y'all that. All the analysts, all the former players, they're saying, I don't know why they're not running the ball. Maybe it was set up for y'all to lose this year. Maybe y'all want to lose on purpose, yo. That's what I'm thinking. Because why are y'all not running the ball? You can't win at this level just letting Shador sit back there and pass. They're only going to throw the house at him. He can't. He's not Michael Vick. He's not going to get out the way. This ain't the Michael Vick experience. He's not getting out of the way of these blitzes. And y'all getting him hurt. So that's what I got to say on that. Because this is ridiculous now. Like, why are y'all not letting why are y'all not letting this kid play, man? This kid came all the way there for no reason, and y'all not letting him play. McCaskill, he's smart though, because he said like, I'm a red shirt and get up out of Dodge. Because that's what I would do. Red shirt and get up out of Dodge, man. Oh, well, he's hurt. He's injured. He's not injured because he was playing special teams. He's not injured. He's not. He almost depleted somebody. You could you imagine a running back almost depleting somebody? He's a physical running back. They won't give him a shot. You said you have to play the players that give you the best chance to compete. They do have, no, don't get me wrong. They do have players out there, right? They do. They do have players out there, but they just mismanage it. It comes down to the positional coaches. That's who I'm really talking to right now, guys. I'm talking to the positional coaches because the head coach, he's giving them the responsibility to know what they're doing. Just like, he had to make a change with the play calling. That's who he's given. He's like, look, you're the play caller. I have faith in you. Now do your job. Even Coach Prime know they got to run the ball because he's saying, actually, the crazy thing is, I'm repeating what he's saying, but I'm just saying in a different way. Now I'm asking the running back coach, how come he's not playing smoke? But I'm repeating what he's saying. He's saying we got to run the ball, and they're not doing it. That's why he's getting frustrated. That's why I keep going back to the coaches and saying it's their fault they're losing, and they sitting up here talking to the kids who want it. Man, I'd be laughing at them if I was the kids, man. Like y'all sitting up here playing checkers, man, and the rest of the teams are playing chess. That's what's happening. And y'all gonna sit up here and talk about who won it, and you're sitting up here playing checkers, man. Talking about they can't run the ball. Yes, they can run it because every time Hankerson get it, listen, guys, they're averaging 4.5 yards per carry amongst all of them. That is fantastic. From what people were telling me, I had to do some research on that. I called a friend of mine. He played at Florida State. I shouldn't even say where he played, but he played at Florida. So he said, dude, that's amazing. Collectively, they're averaging 4.5 yards a carry. That's amazing. That's amazing. He said it's the coaches. And maybe, at the early in the beginning of the season, they wanted that kid to win the Heisman Trophy. You're not going to win the Heisman Trophy if you're losing. You're not going to win it. So they messed up. They messed up, and they're going to sit up here and talk about the kids that really won it. No, y'all messed up, and they need to collectively and come out and apologize to these kids. I messed up, I let y'all down. Collectively, because I looked at the stats on their website. I said, let me go look at these stats, man. They're averaging 4.5 yards a carry amongst all of them. And they ain't got a running game. That's a lie. They have a running game. They're just not using it. If they can get 30 touches, then that's beautiful. They're going to win the game. Maybe it was a throwaway year, yo. Maybe it was a throwaway year. That's why they setting up the movie for next year to run the table. Man, I'm not buying that. Y'all could run the table this year. Well, at least run out for the rest of the season. Like who idea was it to pass this ball so much? Who idea was it? Like who idea was this? Whoever idea it was your fault. Y'all losing. Just letting you know that. Do you know at this level that these kids, these defensive linemen are fast and they're intelligent? They see what you're doing. Then the coach is like, look, guys, that's what Stanford did. They're like, look, guys, these guys, they're one-dimensional. All we got to do is shut him down, and throw blitzes on the corner. That's it. You guys can actually win out for the rest of the games. They can win every last one of their games, man. That's how high-powered they are. They got so many wide receivers that it's ridiculous. But Shador can't get it to him because he's running for his life. And it's not all the offensive linemen because they're so predictable. Just, okay, we're going to throw 2 or 3 people at him. They can't block everybody. And then he's getting hit. But if you guys throw those short passes and those run plays, you guys are gonna win hands down. Y'all got too much speed on the team. You got a running back that got 4.3 speed. You throw it to him in the flat, it's lights out, lights out. So let the defense rush your door. Let them do it. Just throw it to him in the flat real quick. I bet you they'll start rushing him, and then he'll be safe. Did you know the last quarterback y'all played? Just letting y'all know. Like, look, I'm lining up on the center. I ain't worried about nothing because they got different plays for the run. Somebody said to me, they had left me a comment. It's like somebody, I'm like, why did they get so emotional over like I guess because the way I talk. But she was like, no, it was he. He was like, you putting too much pressure on Kermani and blah, 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 blah. No, I'm not. I just said he can play. I showed the video. The video don't lie. See, that's why it's on the coaches now. Because that kid got God-given ability and they won't let him play. He got God-given ability. That dude went all across the field and almost got an interception. And then the first play, he went all the way across the field and he was the one to make the tackle. When he already had defenders over there, but he was the one to make the tackle. He made a shoestring tackle. And he came from all the way on his side because he knew where the ball was going. He was eyeballing the quarterback because I was watching him. He was eyeballing the quarterback. And he knew exactly where the quarterback was going, and he met him there. So that's all I said. He can play. He can play. I don't know too many corners on your team that's better than him. I don't know too many. How about that? I don't know too many. I don't know too many, man. He's up there with Travis. That's how good he is. But he ain't Travis, though. See, you guys will allow your superstars to make mistakes, but he make one mistake, he's out the game. It's not right. And I ain't afraid to say it. Because me, Coach Prime, and the rest, we all in the same damn age group. So I ain't like these. I'm not old. I'm not young. So I can just speak my mind. You guys are not utilizing your talent properly. And a lot of that has to do with you just put the team together, so you really don't know what everybody can do, probably. That's probably what it is. This kid, he could have actually played this year as a true freshman. Look at his body, yo. Look how cut up he is. You don't think he worked hard? Look how cut up he is. Your superstars ain't even cut up like him. Look how cut up he is, man. I tell you, man. If y'all want to win the game, right? I had looked at the Arizona UCLA game. You guys got to run the ball. You guys got to run the ball, man. You got to run it. If you run the ball at least 25 to 30 times, you're going to win. They'll win the game. Not only will they win the game, they'll win the game by 2 touchdowns or more. They'll definitely win it because the defense don't came together now. You know, they got their act together. So, yeah, you guys will win the game. But if you keep throwing like the way y'all doing, then it's going to be like the same result. You guys going to lose every last game. Every last game, even next year. You guys will win the first 3 games next year, but then you'll start losing. The first game, y'all going to blow it out. Then y'all going to get bigged up again. Y'all going to blow out the first game next year. And the second one and the third one. By the time y'all get into that heavy competition, we're going to be back here again talking about running the ball. If y'all don't correct it. It's not on the kids because you guys got runners there. You got steppers, but you're not using them. It's crazy. Crazy. You got a kid on that team. They had a whole write-up about him going to the NFL, and he can't even make the field as a running back on this team. And he played in the SEC. Crazy, man. Crazy, man. I'll bring in a new running back coach if I was you, Prime. I'll bring in a new running back coach next year. Because you ain't gonna get no running back recruits. You might as well don't even recruit them. Because I wouldn't send my son there. And you mean to tell me you had a kid that did well in the SEC and y'all can't play him? Why would my son go there? Even if my son was a linebacker, he wouldn't go there. You got a kid that he did very well at on Florida State, and he can't even see the field here. It's crazy, man. Yeah, well, number two, yeah, he do need to hit the gym. He do need to get stronger, but he's not small though. He's not a small quarterback. Because the Arizona quarterback is smaller than him, so Shador has size to him. He does. He will get in that weight room in the off season because he don't took a lot of hits this year, so he got to get stronger there just in case. But I'm just giving y'all the real, man. I'm giving y'all the real deal here. They lost that game last week over play calling. And then what's making Prime look crazy is that he changed the play callers and the look looked the same. That is not on him though, because he's not the play caller. It's on the play callers. You know what I mean? It's on the play callers. It's on the play callers at this point. Prime, you got a running back. You won't even let him run, yo. This is his last season. It's his last season. He mentioned it to you. He said something. He didn't say it was his last. He did say it. He said it hits different when it's your last season. So he feeling it. I know he's here. I know he wish he should have stayed in Kentucky. I would say this to all kids that's listening. The grass is not always green on the other side. It's not. It might look good. You might fall in victim to the allure, but it's not all glitters and gold over there and peaches and cream. The grass is never green on the other side, man. It's not always green on the other side. Sometimes it is. Prime, I don't know why y'all ain't playing Kermani, because before he got there, even when you at Jackson State, all I kept hearing, Kermani, they were coming out of y'all mouth. Kermani, he a dog, he a dog. And y'all get there and y'all ain't playing him. And you bigged that kid up. You bigged him up. Because I didn't know about him until you bigged him up. You bigged him up, yo. We got him coming. He coming. We coming, y'all. We coming. But they won't even play him. I'm telling. I know. Man, I would be frustrated, and I'm not trying to call that. And somebody was like, "Man, you need to stop." Ain't nobody listening to me anyway. They ain't listening to me. They ain't studying what I'm saying, because if they did, they would have ran the ball. That's how I know these coaches ain't studying what I'm saying. They not. They not. Because if they did, they'll be running the ball. They be like, man, he don't know what the fuck he talking about. That's the sentiment of these coaches. He don't know what the hell he talking about. You know what I'm saying? I got the credentials. Well, if you do, how come y'all not winning? How come y'all not winning? So I don't care. They not listening to us. They not. So don't worry about it. They don't listen. They call us haters. No, I'm a realist. You know what I'm saying? I am a realist. I remember one of the coaches, a linebacker coach, he had a interview maybe about 3 weeks ago. I have a very good memory. About 3 weeks ago, he was like, well, you know how he had that little smirk on his face? Well, some of these players, they may have been told something different than what I'm saying, but that ain't on me. That ain't on me. Okay, so what were they told then? For you guys to get them there? Then you're going to say, well, that ain't on me if they were told something different. I remember that. I remember he said that. That's why I said I already knew they got a problem in that locker room. I already know. And you know how I know? I'm only repeating what the coaches are saying. Then what did Prime say? I wish I can let some of you go right now. He said that. You see that picture right there? How he's standing in front of the team? Maybe about 4 weeks ago, he said that. I wish I can let some of you go right now because I don't like the attitudes of some of you. Right? I wish I could let some of you go right now. Right now. And then what else did he say? He said, I wish I could let some of them go. Some of them be on the sidelines. He said, I see everything. They be on the sidelines. We getting their ass kicked. They sitting up there laughing. He said it. He said it. That's how I know the locker room messed up. Locker room messed up, man. Even though the locker room messed up, they could still win. Ain't that crazy? That's how good they are. So trust me, I know if they're listening, they know I'm reading them like a book. I'm reading them right now. I know they're like, how the fuck he know that? Because he's came out of his mouth. He said, I wish I could let someone go right now with their attitudes. See, you know what his solution is? Let me replace you and go find somebody else, even though he don't know what they're going to do when they get on the team. He don't know what they're going to do. He don't know how good somebody going to be. Let me just go out and find more and replace you. Now, if you're an offensive lineman, if you know you're getting ready to get replaced, you think you give a fuck about Shador? No. He lost the locker room. He lost it. And I'm saying he lost it because he's the head coach. He lost it. He know he did. He know he played at Florida State. He don't play at the highest level of football. He know it's gone. That's why he keeps saying, you know, he then what else did he say recently? He said, I like what we're doing, but he said they don't have the same passion. He said it. He said it. So you got to read between the lines what he's saying. The kids ain't got the same passion. So it's over with. He might as well just go ahead and replace the whole team on the offseason then, if that's what he's going to do. And guess what's going to happen? It's going to be the same results next year if he do that. Same result. You can't win at this level like that. You could win at the last level. But we're seeing now with the data, you can't win at this level like this. You got to have cohesiveness. You got to have togetherness. And you can't lose that locker room. Because these young kids, they think differently now. They don't respond to talk like that. So this was a real video right here. This is real. I had to say this to these coaches that you guys messed up. You messed up. I could tell looking on the outside you did. You messed up. It's salvageable. Y'all could still win, but you got to run the ball and let people play, man. There's no way that Trevor Woods should be playing linebacker, yo. There's no way. He'd be in the safety position. There's no way when you got Brendan Gann on the team. There's no way when you got Demoy Kennedy on the team. There's no way when you got Juju Johnson on the team. You lost the locker room, man. There's no way, yo. It's no way, man. It's no way. It's no way. I don't know what y'all doing up there, man. What's happening? And then you saying these kids don't lost the passion? Of course. Of course. And like I said, I'm not afraid to say it. I'm beyond the comments now. People say I'm negative. I'm beyond that. It don't matter. I just know some of them kids can't voice their opinion because he'll really kick him off the team. So I'm doing it. You guys, this is a learning curve for Coach Prime. It's a learning curve. He'll get better as it go on. He'll learn from this year and get better for next year, as far as even with the play calling. Because this year, like I said, they could win out. He's going to see it. If they get a lot of touches on that ball, he's going to see that they're going to win. And then he'll make the adjustments moving forward. But they seem to think they're going to get all these big recruits and stuff like that. They're watching what you're doing. Like, damn, like, I need to be guaranteed I'm coming there to play, especially if I'm a junior or if I'm a senior. you got to give me some type of guarantees, man. I don't want to hear nothing about no competition. Like, I play at Florida State right now and I'm starting. So if I'm coming to your team, not only do y'all got to give me a bag, I have to start. Because if not, I'll just stay where I'm at. I'll just stay where I'm at, you know? But I know some of them kids are thinking right now, coach, that you about to kick them off the team once the season is over. I know they're thinking that. And I would suggest that you guys develop them. I would suggest that you guys look, we're going to send you to a big man camp. We're going to send you here. We're going to send you there. We're going to make sure you are all right for next season. Nah, y'all ain't going to do that. Y'all ain't going to do that. You guys are going to let them go. That's what's going to happen. And like I said, yeah, man, they're not going to try to block for your son like that. He going to get hurt in this game, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, I wouldn't have that mentality. If I was an offensive lineman, okay, I'm about to get let go, but now I'm auditioning for another team. That's my mentality. So I'm going to ball out for these last 3 games. But everybody don't think like that. So that's what I'm saying there. This team is a really good team, but like I said, the coaches, they're human beings too, just like everybody else. So they make mistakes. You know, and coach said in one of the press conferences that he'd rather have his wide receivers out there than tight ends. So he just shit on Michael Harrison. I mean, coach, I don't know if you forgot, you do have short-term memory because Michael Harrison saved y'all in one of these games. He saved you. He saved you. And he did you guys a favor because you guys wanted him to convert from a wide receiver to tight end. And he did that. Not only did he did that, he was solid. Because every time, it was one stretch, every single ball Shedeur threw at him, he caught it. He was Mr. Automatic. But then you say you just rather have 5 wide receivers out there. That's why y'all losing. So you're telling us that's why y'all losing. Okay, you'd rather have 5 wide receivers and got little Dylan in the back trying to block for Shedeur. It's not working. It's not working. It's not working. When you were at Jackson State, you utilize your tight ends. In fact, the last play in that bowl game, you threw it to the tight end, Hagler, and he dropped the ball. But Shedeur threw it to the tight end. So you guys do utilize your tight ends. Now you say you'd rather have the wide receivers out there. You just shit on Michael Harrison. And he saved y'all in these games. He saved y'all. He sure did. Man, listen, man. If Michael Harrison is NFL bound, he need to transfer. He need to transfer because he's saying that he don't really care about. Let me play it. Hold on. Let me play it. Because all this stuff that I'm saying right now, I'm not making this up. It's coming out of the coach's mouths. So if I was Michael, I'd be ready to retire. I'd be ready to transfer after this. Let me show you. It was his last press conference after the post game. He mentioned it. This is a learning curve, for the head coach. It's a learning situation. But yeah, he said this about here.
Yeah. Well, yes, you got to understand now, you only get so many coaches in college football. So when you make a move like we made, that means someone has to, I don't call it demotion. I think move, everybody's making the same amount of money. So when you get demoted, that's a hit on your check. So it's a movement that we had to make. I think we use how many tight ends in the games? So think about that. It's the proper move. You got you got to think about that.
And follow up with that tight end position. Notice Caleb Fourier has not been around the last couple of weeks. Is he still with this program?
My focus is winning these games, man. It's not who shows up to practice, who doesn't. I mean, let's talk to Brew about that. Yeah.
Go ahead, Matt. I do have one question formationally about the tight ends. It seems like third down, there were a lot of times tonight where it was kind of you were losing the numbers game at the line of scrimmage. Is the lack of having that type of personnel in the building hurting you guys?
No, I mean it's the scheming. You give them a look and you see what they're in, then you call it based on what they're in at sometimes, or you just go with it. Sometimes we don't have that particular guy that I'm not going to say that. We have some players that are pretty good at what they do. That's just the preference of the OC of the call in the rhythm of the game at the time, whether we use the tight end to block, whether he use if we're going to throw the darn ball, I'd rather receiver be out there. That's my preference than a tight end. We got 4 or 5 pretty good guys that can really catch the ball. They can really run good routes. They can really get open. You saw that at the conclusion of the game.
All right, so you heard it. So if I was Michael Harrison, I would transfer after that. He said he would rather have wide receivers out there rather than tight end. So it's not just the play call, and this is what he prefer. So the tight end is whatever on that team. No, the tight end is very important if you got a good tight end. And he bailed them out of games, but they just caught amnesia. Michael Harrison has made some big catches and touchdowns to bail them out and get them the victory. So they do need the tight ends out there. What happens if your wide receivers, there's been times where your wide receivers, they weren't around. I didn't even think they were on the field. But then he caught the big passes. So you don't think like a Arizona or UCLA or whatever, they're not looking at Michael Harrison? Of course they'll take him. So there it is. So he used to play wide receiver, but he they convert him and he's like a hybrid. But if these coaches on this team, this is what I'm getting on the outside. If you're not their favorites and they're not feeling you, man, you fucked, yo. You are fucked. You really are. You really are. Yeah, they're not gonna win ball games like that, though. They think so, but they're not. But I'm gonna follow this. I'm gonna follow this, especially next year. Because what he's gonna do is he's gonna go out. I anticipate he probably gonna bring in 40 new people next year. Watch. He's gonna bring in about 40, maybe 50. Some of these players, they're gonna go. He's gonna tell them they gotta go without developing. You can't do it at this level. You just can't. Unless you get a couple players from Georgia, Auburn, Florida, all those schools, Alabama, unless you can convert some heavy duty players over, then yeah, I can see that. But if you bring in about 40, I'm anticipating probably in the all season, he gonna bring in about 45 to 50 new people. Watch. Keep all the ones that he like, and the rest is coming in. I'm telling you, that's what's gonna happen. And then you're gonna see it again. Next year is gonna be the same. You got to develop people, fam. You do. And here's the thing. This is only your first year. I would say by year 3 or year 4, he will be in contention for the chip. Year 3 or year 4. The way he's going at it, he will be in contention for the national title. Because he is going to try to get that talent in. He is vying for it. But you still got to develop some people too. So I could be wrong, but I don't see Carmani staying. I could be wrong, or Alton or Michael Harris. I don't see that. I don't see it. Especially the offensive lineman that they have this year. He definitely gonna tell him to take a hike. Definitely is. He gonna tell him to take a hike because he ain't like how his son was getting beat up. But the crazy part about it is y'all told offensive lineman that he had to go, and he at UCLA. How does that work? He good to go to UCLA? Y'all might have should have kept him. It's crazy, man. Or he left on his own, one or the other. Then there was another offensive lineman. He's doing pretty good this year. It's another one that they let. He's doing pretty good this year. One is at UCLA. He's getting burned. And then there was one that transferred in from Florida. He was like 6'7", 350 or whatever. I guess he wasn't cutting it either. And here's what you have. So yeah, it'll be if y'all don't get this straight with y'all, the way y'all doing it, it's the second season gonna be the same, man. So it's kind of a little disappointing. Just now I'm really actually analyzing how they're doing things up there, and I'm a little disappointed, you know. But nobody's perfect though. They can always fix their mistakes, you know. But it's crazy though. Who got the hen dog in them, Brandon? You said play a bag for the offensive lineman? Yeah, they're going to have to. I know, Cedric. There's a couple of them. So that means they were good enough to go somewhere else? How did they get, how did they, because I remember the, yeah, I don't. You said a player left for Purdue. I don't know how you letting these players go and they go into these type of teams. It comes down to the coaching, because I remember the coach said that he had to let some people go, and some people didn't cut it. And other people that he let go, they went to these other big time schools. You got to get, yeah, but see, the thing is, he's not going to see the talent right away, because he don't know what they do until they get on the field, until they, practice. Well, maybe he did, because they did, the spring game. There was some players there for the spring, and what else? There was some players there from the spring, and then the rest of them, they left before training camp started. They left before the summer session, actually. But these were not linemen that didn't go to like run of the mill schools. One went to UCLA, and a few other schools. So they weren't garbage. So I'm like, how did you let them go, man? Woods is okay. I like Trevor Woods, but I don't think he should be playing linebacker when you got those other ones there. Like, how does that work? Like, how is he starting over them? It's crazy. Like, how is he starting over them? And he's a safety. I know he played linebacker, they said in high school, but still. You said Mikey cannot block. Well, ain't he a wide receiver? Why didn't they just keep him at wide receiver? Why didn't they do that? They had other tight ends there. They had a tight end at 6'6", whatever, how many pounds. He decided he just want to just go to school. But what he doing is he didn't make a quick decision on going to another school. He just said, you know what? I'm just gonna keep my scholarship and just go to school at CU, and he gonna transfer somewhere else once it opens up. So they lost out on him. And here's what we got. You said I tune in every live, but you're not gonna tune into this one no more. We ain't gonna see this Brandon no more. I don't care if you tune into every live. You don't know me, fam. That's one thing you don't know. You don't know me to sit up here and say this and that. And you said some a little sly comment you said before about something about hens or whatever you said. So you don't know me like that. So this is the last time we're gonna see your name up in here. So no, I ain't getting emotional, nothing. I'm just sitting up here being real on why they losing. He's sitting up here talking to the team, trying to figure out how we losing. I already told him how they losing. I just told you. They're not running the ball. So you get out your feelings and go sit in the goddamn bushes. That's where you going. So go sit in the damn. I don't care if you come in every live. Fuck it. Go sit in the bushes. You don't know me like that. Call me a hen to my face. You know what I mean? Whatever he said. Yeah, get up out of here, man. Yeah, get up out of here. You don't know me like that. To sit up here and say I'm this and that. Oh yeah, you need a wrench, Firefly. Give me a second. I come in every live. I don't give a damn. If you come in every live, so what? You ain't gonna sit up here and like talk down or whatever. You're not gonna do that. Sitting up here trying to talk down. Yeah, all right, yo. All right, Firefly. I just said how they losing. It's just like I'm a little bit surprised at how the team is running. I'm a little surprised. But yeah, you guys don't run it. But they should have known like by the fifth game, by the fourth game, we can't win at this level like this. Like we gotta run the ball. You know? So that's all I got to say about it. You said Brandon is not Lewis. How you know Kermani ain't going nowhere? You his mother? How you know? You don't know. I'm just saying what I would do. I'm not saying maybe he will stay. That's on him. But I'm like, look, man, y'all got to figure out what y'all gonna do with me next year. Like, what y'all gonna do, man? Like, you know what I'm saying? And because if I got a chance to start somewhere else, that's where I'm going. You know what I'm saying? It's not, you know, see, here's the thing. I'm not knocking him. That's a good thing that I'm saying he's that good. He's that good. You know what I'm saying? That's a good thing. No, people, D lady, I would say 90% of the men in this world, they don't like constructive criticism. About 90%. We live in a different era now. We do. We live in a different, they don't like constructive criticism. But yeah, that's what I'm saying about Kermani. He's that good. You know, but see, unfortunately, he's on a team where if he make one little small error or mistake, they won't let him play through it. They'll let Travis play through it though, but they won't let him play through it. That's an issue with them. Okay. They will not let him play through it. If I guarantee if you let him play through it, he'll mess around and get an interception out there. He almost caught an interception the last game. Yeah, constructive criticism do help you grow, but when you got men with egos like this, nah, they don't know what constructive criticism is. Trust me, I'm a Leo, I know, and Coach Prime's a Leo. It's hard for us to accept constructive criticism. We need ass kisses around. Not me though. Not me though. I'm not saying he's like that, but most people at that level, you can't tell them anything. They got yes men around. You see what I'm saying? So it's very tough. You know what I'm saying? When you a Leo like us, you gotta check it at the door. It's hard for us to do that. Trust me, I know. It's hard for us to do that. But he wants to win though. See, there's a difference with him though. He's the head coach. He wants to win. So he'll figure it out. And he's like, if we need to run the ball, we'll run the ball. They're not gonna survive at that level, letting him stay in the shotgun and throw it 90% of the time. He's gonna get hurt. He's not Travis and them not gonna be able to get the ball. And look, poor Shador, he was so frustrated. He just flung the ball at Dylan on one play. And Dylan had his hands up like, what the hell? He just flung the ball because he was frustrated because he was getting hit so much. Nah, you can't win throwing the ball like that. It helps that you got a quarterback that can air it out, but you got to give him an opportunity to. I got to keep it 100, Jen. I have to. Because they keep talking about who wants it and who want to go to the NFL and blah, 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 blah. That's going in one ear and out the other to these kids, man, at this point. I'm like, Coach, you got a guy over here. This is his last year to play football, and y'all won't even let him in the game. Y'all won't even let him do garbage runs, at the end of the game when the other team took their stars out. You guys won't even let him do that. At least y'all did that for McCaskill. At least. Then somebody said, well, no, Max, he's on special teams because he's trying to get to the NFL. Like, who bought that Kool-Aid? Who drunk that Kool-Aid? You ain't getting the NFL like that. Now he can work, he can go to a team, he won't get undrafted, but he probably get an invite. Yeah, he get on the team that way. Of course, special teams is important in the NFL. He'll be able to get on that way, but damn, I would think he would love to run the ball here. But they won't even let him. And then I saw the linebackers coach, right? He was like, because they said, well, what's up with Mitchell? What's up with Kennedy or whatever? That's what the the reporter was saying. He said, well, it's competition. It's competition. It's competition, man. No, he gonna play. He gonna play. Yeah, he gonna play. He don't know what he's talking about, man. It ain't up to him. It ain't up to him who plays. It's up to the coach prime and them or who play linebacker, yo. He a placeholder because his boy the head coach, man. Telling you, I be wigging on them, don't I? I do be wigging out. I do because I'm telling it how I see it. Like, what are you talking about, man? It's competition, man. Come on, man. DeMoy Kennedy, fast as fuck, man. What you talking about? Why is he not out there? Now, if they did something outside of the game that violates team or what, I get that. I get that. I know special teams are important in NFL. He can make it that way, I know. But damn, he would love to run that ball here. He ran it at Kentucky. Why can't he run it here? It's crazy. It's crazy, man. But if they don't run the ball, I promise you they're going to lose. Promise you. With Arizona, they're going to lose, man. Do you think I think Caleb, well, Jimmy can't get the ball because Shador's on his back. When they run those plays for Jimmy through the slant and those quick routes, he catch those balls. But you can't get it to your wide receivers if he's running for his life. He did catch in every game he caught some key plays. Remember in the last game, not this game, the game before last against UCLA, he caught a touchdown. It might have been garbage touchdown, because it was the end of the game, but he still caught one. He's still a gamer, but he can't get them the ball if he's running for his life. And you can tell he's a little shaky when he dropped back because he don't know if that left tackle going to have his back. So he's a little shaky. That could affect his game as well. And then also he's injured. So you said, why stay if you're going to ride the bench? Well, he didn't know he was going to ride the bench. He transferred in from Kentucky. And then now he's riding the bench. This is his last year. He don't play football after this. He don't play college football after this anymore. He came into college in 2018. And remember, he got that COVID year. That's all done now. So this is last year. Xavier, this is last year as well. And a few others. I know Arizona is coming to play. So let them go ahead and drop back and be pass happy again. It's going to be the same result. And then it's going to come down to the last two games to try to win. which they could still if they would run the ball, but I doubt it. And then Utah, oh my God. Oh my God. And that's a away game. But I believe in Well Off Media's video, he said that we got to run the ball. Now, I don't know if he's saying that because all the other people like us are saying it and he's just trying to make fun. I don't know. But y'all really do got to run the ball, Bucky. Y'all really do. If not, sit your brother out. They need to sit him out then. If they're not going to have a balanced attack, they might as well sit him out if he's still hurt. And then that's it. That's it. I would just sit him out. You said Arizona is the most physical team in the Pac-12. They were physical in that UCLA game. But if they run the ball, then he's good. He will be able to pick that defense apart. I didn't really know running was really that important. It really is. 95 is out there. He was out there the last game. I believe he played. He played special teams. He was out there. But let me see. I'm like, damn, it is really, really important to have that running game. It really is important at that level. And I do know that the Pac-12 is very it's a pass-oriented conference because you got a lot of good quarterbacks in that conference. But still, if you look at the game closely, they utilize their running game. It's a major, major part of, clock management. Because if you notice, if that one drive, remember when they got on the field, they quickly got a fourth down. I'm like, damn, they just got on the field. How's it fourth down? And then they got off the field. Then now the defense have to come back on. So yeah, that clock management is important. It really is. Now that I'm looking at how Colorado run their team, now I know how it's really important. Coach Prime does run the football. When he was at Jackson State, they ran the football. They ran it. They ran the football there. They did. It's crazy because they had a really balanced attack because, Savion Wilkerson was one of their running backs. They used him a lot. They used their tight ends a lot too. And Shador was able to spread that ball around. But see, Shador, I know he's frustrated because he's never been in this position before. They never lost back to back like this before in his whole career, even high school. I don't think he's ever lost 3 games in a row. I don't think that's ever happened to him. With Jackson State, they did. They never lost 3 games in a row, 2 games in a row. So this is the first time they facing this type of adversity. So now they realize they really do have to run the ball at this level. I remember some other people said it too, but Shiloh said it. They said, well, what's the difference between HBCU and Power 5? He said, well, there's no difference. He said, it's just that the linemen are faster and bigger. That's the difference. Everything else is football. He's right about that. We saw it at UCLA. But see, UCLA tried to do the same thing against Arizona. You know how the men stand up on the line and try to have a track meet? And they were throwing all kind of short passes, eating UCLA up. They were eating them up. Every time they tried to rush like that, they got burned. And then they ran their running back, and the running back just trucked them. So, man, they ain't even play. They did play the one backup, one snap. I think he got at least 1 snap off. That's it. No, they don't play their backup. Shador got to stay in that game. I understand that. Like when the game, obviously, when the game is, I think they use him in the first game, TCU. No, I don't know. I can't remember. But they do have to keep number 2 in. I mean, if they're in contention, they got to keep him in. They got to keep him in because if he is, he's a threat as long as he's in the game. He's a threat, but they got to protect that threat. And I think that's the theme of this week. They got to figure out how to get this running game and protect him. So, I'm going to be counting. Look for the running back. Well, we'll see the stat at the end. The key is 20 to 25 touches minimum. 30 is better. But if they can get that, because the other team's been doing that. So it's crazy. Showing the offensive coordinator, he used his running backs at Kent State. I don't see what's going on now. He did use his running backs at Kent State. Now they can't use them. You said, man, if Wilkerson can get 20 snaps, he's gonna have a really good ball game. If he can get 20 snaps. And then Dylan, that means they'll get over 35 snaps because you got to give Dylan and Hankerson some touches and get Dylan on the outside. Dylan can even line up as receiver. I've seen him do it. So they got a lot of weapons at their disposal. And I would say if you need a running back, if you got a play where you got to have a running back to watch out for the blitz, you got to have a bigger back in there. So let's see what they do. Or if you can just mask it, act like he's blocking, and then have him run out in the flat real quick. And if they throw the house at Shador, he can just sit there and laugh at him and just flick it into the flat and then watch them get burned. And I guarantee they won't keep hitting them like that because they don't want to keep getting burned. And now they're taking time off the clock because he don't ran it for like 10, 15 yards, easy. And there it is. There's the game. No, they're not doing that. No. Shador is starting. They are not going to let him. They're not going to let him do it. So there it is right there. I had wanted to say that because people keep saying, "Oh, you're a hate." No, I'm not. Everybody, I mean, Michael Irvin them is saying it. Like, so I'm just repeating what these experts are saying. But I could see it too, though. I could see that they need to run. I mean, 11 touches the whole game is not enough. Now, I could see, don't get me wrong, I could see if the game is out of hand and they're down like 3 or 4 touchdowns. Okay, you want to air the ball out. I get it. But I mean, you can't be on the field for a series for 30 seconds. And now you had a 4th down. That's crazy. I think it's the first year woes. I guess they having first year woes, man. It's the first year. Second year will be different, I guess. I don't know if it'll be there. If you keep the same coaches, right? It's still gonna be pass heavy. So I don't know how you're gonna break that. I don't know. I'm not a fan of those injections. I'm not. It's not good on your kidneys. Yeah, liver or kidneys. I think kidneys, right? A liver, something like that. No, it's kidneys. But so far, I think he really only took 2 injections. I don't think he has taken so many injections in his career, so it shouldn't be too bad. Liver, right? Right. Listen, Ryan Staub ain't never playing. The only way he playing unless Shador he really can't play. And then after Shador leave, Prom leaving, he's not staying there. Like after Shador and his son leave and Travis, he's not staying, I don't think so. that thing last year be it. He might stay one more year. I don't know. I just don't see him being a coach with another quarterback. I just don't see it. You know, I don't see it. But we'll see. We'll see. If he's there, that'll be good. But I think once Shador leave, that's because I can tell how he be on the sideline sometimes. He's like, man, I'm too old for this shit. They ain't running the ball. Oh my God. He remember that one, it was this one series, even the announcer said it. Prime is telling them to slow the game down, meaning he telling them to run the ball. And they still kept passing it. You say you don't think Prime is leaving? Yeah, I don't see him staying past your door. I don't. But he could though. I just don't see it. You say I think Lewis is telling some of his guys to move on too. Yeah, I don't see him. I don't know. Well, I'm not saying he's gonna leave. I just me personally, I don't see him staying past your door. I don't. Me personally, but I probably be wrong. But I don't see it. But yeah, I could be wrong though. I could be wrong. He definitely is building something there that could convert into a national title in 3 to 4 years. He definitely is. I mean, think about it. For his first year, they won 4 games, you know, and they could still get bowl eligible even still. If they just run the ball, they just got to make one adjustment, to win. And then everything is good. That's what I really believe. I really believe if they make those adjustments, you know what they should do the first play of the game? You know what they should do? To make a statement? Line Shador up under the center. Line them up. And then run the ball. Then toss it off in the flat. You know how he run to his right and then toss it off in the flat and run the ball. Just to make a statement. Oh, damn. Their basketball team. Yeah, their basketball team, the women's basketball team is good. Yeah, the women's basketball team is good. I got to go back and watch the highlights. I might want to cover them too. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about covering their stuff. Because my niece played basketball and so I'm into women's basketball now because she play. But she ain't trying to, I don't know. I don't know how she trying to put in the work. I told her you gotta be shooting these jump shots. She they looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, you want to be good, right? You gotta go out here and hustle. That's what I'm telling her. She's 15. I said, you gotta go out there and get it. You gotta shoot the shots. You gotta shoot these 1,000 shots or whatever. And I'm not sure. I hope they don't say I don't know what his injury is. I would think they would keep that a secret so the other teams won't know. Got to have something to do with his leg. Damn, they beating LSU. Oh man, dude, LSU, man. You know what I think? Them girls don't got too Hollywood, man. They really did. They so busy on. Nah, I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it. They might have lost focus. That's what happened when you get all that money. But I'm not mad at them. Get all the money, all the NIL money. I'm not mad. Like if you can get it, get it. If you can get it, get it. Oh, it's his hip. Okay, damn, that sucks if it's his hip. Yeah, man, that's hip injuries ain't nothing to play with. But the good thing is he's young. They heal quickly, but 2:20 left in the fourth. 88-73. Oh, they winning. They winning easily, 88-73. Damn, they beating LSU, man. Damn, them girls don't got too Hollywood. That's what happened. They ain't hungry no more. That's what happened, man. You ain't hungry. But we got to figure out, like I said, this would like keep Shador healthy and run that ball. Line him up on the center for a couple plays, just to, to make the statement. Hand it off to Hankerson or whatever. Yeah, that hip ain't nothing to play with. No wonder he was walking like that. Damn, they got him out here limping. It's crazy, man. You said like CU football got too Hollywood, but they're gonna have to go back to the basics. Run that ball. That's it. That's it. You said if he having hip issue, no need to put him in under center. Yeah, that's true. But he probably take a shot, right? You said number 10 twisted his leg. You talking about Xavier? How he twist his leg? What happened? He twisted his leg in practice? You said we saying run the ball too nicely, in my opinion. I don't know how to even get it. They don't listen to me anyway, JD. I'm just talking to y'all. They ain't listening. They gonna sit up here and come up with all type of run pass plays on us. Oh, they gonna hear my mouth after the game. You know what I mean? Because this the game I'm betting on. You know why? Because everybody got them losing. I said, nah, they gonna win this game. Yes, they gonna win this. And guess what other game they could win? Where they can beat Utah as well. They can beat. I'm gonna bet on that game too because they can beat Utah. All they gotta do is run a damn ball, and then set it up with the short passes, and then if the deep passes, they'll throw it. But there you go. That's it. That's all I got to say about it. Like, that's it. That's it. Because I know he want to win. I know he do. He cannot tell me he don't want to be bowl eligible. I know he do. I know he do. I know he do. But he can't get out there and play for us. I wish he could. I wish he could. I wish we had the Fountain of Youth. Prime, can you get out there and play for us real quick? We'll be good. We'll be good. But just run the ball. Yep. You said they're going up against one of the best D lines in college football. Now, if you throw to Dylan in the sweep, now if you throw it to him in where he got space, I don't care how the kid can get us 10 yards, easy. He did bring some of the JSU coaches. The one that was his defensive coordinator is his assistant right now. He's not the DQ here though, so. But that's it, man, and that's the key to beating Arizona. That ain't no team, man. They can beat them easy. Defense is coming along nicely, and just got to keep Shador up. And that's it. You keep Shador up, he gonna burn you. You say Utah lost 2 games at home. Right. We could beat Utah. We could beat them. You said easy. Come on, bro. Yeah, easy, man. Easy. You run the ball, it's going to be easy. Look what they did against USC. They could have, that's neither here nor there now. But guys, I don't talk long enough. Let me get out of here. I talk long enough. Run the ball. That's it. Run, Forrest, run. Run the ball. And can y'all please let Smoke get in? What's going on, man? Can you please let him play? This is his last year of college football. Just put him in a game. Damn. What if they put him in a game, he run for 100? Then they never going to hit the rest of my mouth. They never going to hit the rest of it. But damn, why can't he get in the game, bro? Damn. I don't know, man. I don't know. You got, I don't know. I did say use Bishop as a fullback or tight end or whatever. If they need another tight end, put Bishop right there then. You need another tight end. Didn't he play tight end in college? I mean, high school? Man, they something else. But I'm done with this team tonight. I'm done with the coaches. I'm done with the coaches, man. See, Prime need to go ahead and hire me as a consultant, right? Not an analyst, a consultant. You know, where I sit up in the coaches meeting. He'll have me there in the coaches meeting, right? And Max, do you have anything to add? I do have something to add. What is wrong with y'all? What is wrong with y'all? I go up and down the line. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? I would say it to the linebackers coach. What's wrong with you? You got Gant not playing, Kennedy not playing, and I forget the other linebacker. What's the other linebacker, y'all? What's the other linebacker? Hold up. Let me look. Hold on. I'll tell you exactly what I would say. I'll go right down the line. So he can hire me as a consultant. I'm telling you, I get it done. And then see, he don't need no yes man. He needs somebody to tell him what it is. So I'll tell him, like, Prime, if you don't run this ball, you might as well sit Shador then. If you ain't gonna run this ball. You feel me? Now let me go to the positions here. Jersey position. Let's go to the linebacker position. Let's see, did he beat out all these people? So let's look. Where my linebackers at? Look, they got Travis listed as an athlete. That's hilarious. He is, though. He's an athlete. He don't really have a, position. He can play it all. All right. All right, so our inside linebacker, well, he is playing. Levante Bentley. I like him. He's playing. You got Demoy Kennedy, Marvin Ham. What happened to Marvin Ham, coach? You playing Trevor Woods over Marvin Ham? Then you got, he's a freshman. You got Brendan Gant. He's a graduate student. They're not playing him. They got Jeremiah Brown. He transferred from Jackson State. He does get in every now and then. You got Juwan Mitchell, Juju Mitchell. He played at Texas. He played at the University of Texas. He played at Tennessee, but he can't play here. Lord have mercy. Oh, my God. So you mean to tell me you start him over Juwan Mitchell, Brendan Gant, Jeremiah Brown, Marvin Ham, Demoy Kennedy, Levante Bentley is playing. So I don't know. He needs to move him back to safety. Jordan Dominic has been solid this year. He's been solid. I see him getting drafted, actually. That's the only one I probably see getting drafted on this team right now. Jordan Dominic. I think he's a pro. He definitely is this year. If he decided to come out. I think this might be his last year, right? I definitely see him in the NFL. And Weaver too. And I think those are the ones that have that. This is their last year, I believe. You said Woods got the CU alumni backing him. Maybe that's it. Okay, cool. Maybe that's it. All right. So they under pressure to play him. But I don't know. I can't say that. I don't know. You say you got the dogs coming, they don't play the dogs. Yeah, they're not playing them. Yeah, Weaver definitely is going to find himself on a roster. And yeah, definitely him. He's been solid all year. And I see Jordan Dominic. And Shiloh. If he decided to come out this year, Shiloh. Shiloh's a pro. Definitely is. He's a little small, but there's a use for him in that safety position, even though he's on the smaller side. He don't hit like it. So I do like him, his NFL chances. But I think he's coming back one more year. I honestly do. You say you don't see Weaver dropping to the third? I think they said he might come back, but we'll see. You never know what people might do. Like at the end of we're going to have to wait till the end of the season to see what Shiloh does. But he definitely is ready. Like, yeah, Kermani is too, but people saying, oh, Max, he need time to develop. After I don't show you these plays. And then it was in practice, he did some old crazy play in practice. But they just, after he got to the team, I didn't hear them big him up no more. Like you remember they were begging him up. He's a dog. He's coming. He's 5-star. Kermani. Remember how happy the coach was. But now it's just like, I don't know. I don't know what it is, man. I don't know. But hopefully I'm wrong though about that situation. Maybe he do got a good relationship with the coaches. I don't know. Hopefully I'm wrong about that. If I'm right about it, he's gone. If I'm right about it, he ain't staying there. Milliner Jones, yeah, he's pretty good too. He gonna shine the next season. If Jimmy, if he's got, man, I don't know. I don't know if he can. I know. I don't know if he's gonna go into the draft. He's a junior though. He's eligible. Oh, they benched him because of that TD at halftime, even though he lodged the ball out on a big hit. That's how it is there, man. You make it, and the coaches be yelling, yelling and shit. Man, come on, man. Y'all need to be doing some coaching, doing all that damn yelling. My son couldn't be on that team, yo. Them coaches would not like me or my son. They would not. I said, y'all need to be doing more coaching and yelling. Y'all sitting up here doing all this damn yelling and y'all ain't coaching, and y'all sitting up here poor clock management. So that's what I'll be saying. I can see, like I said, Woods is good. I see him playing, but I just don't see him starting over Juju and them. I just don't see that. So I don't know what the coach is. I don't know. But yeah, man, that's all I got to say, man. It's on the coaches, man. It's not the kids, man. It's on the coaches. The Lady Buffs upset LSU. Oh, I just got the alert. Damn, that was a big win. That was a big win right there. Shit, they might head on to the Final Four this year. They got some dogs on that team. But yeah, man, it's I will catch you guys on the next one. And actually the next live will be I guess right before the game. Like a Friday or something. Because this is a home game. This is the last home game of the season. And you're probably gonna see the offense look a little different this particular game because they learned their lesson. And then you're going to start to see them be run heavy. I guarantee it. You're going to see them be run heavy against Arizona. They have no other choice. And then you'll see should do a rollout and stuff and catch those short passes, they should be good. This should be a different look team. It'll be almost like the look of the TCU game. They'll have those short passes and stuff like that. But all right, y'all. I'll catch you later.